Geez, I haven't done a garden video this year. I figured I would. There's the comfrey plant. I've shown that before. This year we grew our cucumbers on a trellis. There's one that's kind of odd shaped one. I've never seen one that small around that long before. I don't know what's going on. We haven't had a lot of rain, but they're starting to come. There's starting to be some small ones in there. But we're letting them grow up a trellis. You know, and we have to water these pretty regular because they dry out in those boxes. That's my horseradish, which I haven't dug any. I may this year do some. There's some stinking Japanese beetles. I'm going to get rid of them in a minute. These are blueberries. These two little plants. They're 3-year plants. These were older plants when I planted them, and there's a few blueberries on them. Keep the damn rabbits from chewing them. That's my grapes over there. I picked that up at Home Depot, like an end of year sale. And I think this is its 3rd year. You can see it's got grapes on it this year. I gotta rebuild that trellis. I gotta make it bigger because it needs more space. I didn't think it would, just one. I thought that'd be enough. Those are elderberries there. Those are 7 or 8 years. Gonna be loaded this year. Up in this bed, we have 3 different kinds of lettuce. I can't tell you which 3 kind they are. I think that's romaine right there. That was a plant we bought at a greenhouse. Those are all seeds. That's a green Swiss chard, like spinach. You know, that's coming good. Actually could start to eat some of that. I don't know what the hell that is. I think it's a cucumber plant. I don't know if that got in there on its own or how it got planted. These are my peppers. These are sweet peppers there. There's a couple on that one there. The rest of them have, yeah, there's a little one there. Another one there. Those are hot. Those are jalapeno there. There's some coming already down in there. Those are a little on the warm side. I don't know what's wrong with that little fellow there. Just never grew, I guess. Little catnip. We left it there. We've been eating zucchinis. Everybody that grows a garden knows you always have lots of zucchinis. You can see there's lots more to pick. We'll move on to this one. This used to be the big garden, and it got so weeded in, I gave up on it. And I just started mowing it. And there's some zucchini in here and winter squash. I can't tell you which is which, I don't remember. There's a few more zucchini plants that'll be later than those. And there's some like winter squash. My wife just weeded them tonight, did a good job. Now up here, well, I seem to have a take on those weeds there. I bought this straw, and I thought it was mulch straw, and it wasn't. It was bedding straw. So naturally it's full of seeds. Well, I cut the end off these vinegar jugs so I could go over the plant, and I did spray it with some Roundup, but it really hasn't done much to it. It did kill the weeds, I will say that. The weeds died off, but it didn't hurt that green stuff at all. If it's annual, it shouldn't have had seeds. I don't know how late it was done. I weeded some of these by hand, got it back a ways. We're just gonna have to get out here and do it. Down here is more elderberries. These are 1st year plants. Bought those this spring, put them in. There's Every one caught. That's the smallest one. But the rest are out. That one's actually going to produce a few berries, and I believe you're supposed to take that off the first year. I never do. That one's going to produce a few berries, but I never do. Oh, wait, I lied. There's one there that nothing grew. It might have got too dry. I don't know. But we had a pretty good take for pretty good success. That's a summer squash plant there. That is, damn it, Jerusalem artichoke. And it has like a tuber that grows that's quite good. I eat some of them in the spring. I could eat more of them, but I don't think to. That's a patch of raspberries there. I don't know if the camera's picking any of that up or not. They're not. These aren't ripe yet. They're just starting. Turn red, and I never got them cleaned out this patch this year. I could have spent more time. Yeah, that one's almost ready. It's still a little sour. That's more of those Jerusalem artichokes growing. They seem to be doing well. I used to raise chickens, but I haven't done it in 4 or 5 years now, 3, 4 years. It takes a lot of time. That's a friend of mine's garden over there, where the tall grass is, but these here, these were called domesticated elderberries, and we didn't plant them right together. That's a weed. That needs to go. That one's actually got blossoms on it. I really don't know what these do or anything like that. My wife bought them. That's my apple tree, but the rabbits raised hell with it. I think they killed it. Wait, there's an apple on it again. Maybe not. Maybe I should paint that with something. I don't know. These are elderberries that she put in. I think these are 3 years. They're going to start producing heavy this year. She wants to make elderberry juice or elderberry syrup, and she may market it some. And this is a raspberry bed that I started, and I never got time to really work with. That one's not ripe yet. That one's sort of ripe. They're nice berries. I should get out here and get them cleaned out and fertilized and let them get going. Anyway, that's my friend's garden there. She spent some time weeding today from the looks of things. I'll shut you off and we'll walk back over and show you the other raspberries. These raspberries here are loaded. I think she picked some yesterday. She probably will pick them tomorrow. These 2 clumps here I got cleaned out early. Got the old cane out of them, and I tied them up so they didn't tip over. She freezes some. I like to just eat them myself. They make a nice juice. That's a nice berry right there. They're easy to grow. Really, they are. Pretty much take care of themselves. You know, that'll be next year's berries here. And they do get grown in on you if you don't take care of them. That's why I got rid of a lot of them and started over. We'll go over, I'll shut you off, and we'll walk over and look at the other garden on the other side of the house. Actually, I kind of forgot about this area here. That's all mint there. And it's up this side. Makes it smell nice. Those are my wife's flowers there. She does some flowers. And that might be... No, I think that's mint there. Let's see. Yeah, it's mint. I don't know what that is. She could tell you. Man, it has a nice smell, but I don't know what it is. We have that there. And of course, tiger lilies. More catnip and roses. Those are hers. The catnip's just catnip. It grows on its own. We don't encourage it. We don't mind it, but we don't encourage it. That there is dill. It's gone to seed once. Hopefully it comes up on its own in there. There's thyme. And this sage plant is 5 years old. This is the 5th year. And this far north, it's rare to have one that keeps coming back like that. And these are chives. There. Little herb garden there. That's where I keep my quartz. That's where I store my quartz. Come out and get a piece when I need it. And there's just some iron stuff there. It's fun to look at. In this raised bed are string beans. They actually are taking off. I'm wondering if they need trellises or something. They're not supposed to be. They're supposed to be just regular green beans. String beans. Enough for a few meals there. That's a weed patch there. I got to get my weed whacker out and take that out. This is my tomatoes. And I guess this is called the Florida weave. You don't see it done up north a lot. I got to get out and run another string down through here. And instead of staking, those baskets tip over when they get heavy. So I just did it this way. That's not supposed to be what that looks like to me, but it's supposed to be a regular eating tomato. That looks like a plum or a rama or blah, 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 for making sauce. And there's some cherry tomatoes in there. Those are cherries right there coming. I have to keep an eye out for goddamn tomato worms. That's a new raspberry patch there. Just put that one in this year. Those are cauliflower and broccoli, but I can't tell you which is which. And these are cabbage that are just infested with worms. I think I'm going to cut them out. I don't like to eat worms. And that's celery over there. And I used clear packet as a weed guard, and it's not working very good, is it? The weeds are coming right up out of that one, but they're growing underneath. Not well, but they are growing. That's celery. It's pretty good stuff there. This here, I never had this in my garden before, but it's purslane. I don't know how I got loaded with it, but it's everywhere in here this year, and I never had it here before. I had that stuff there, hogweed, whatever you want to call it, pain in the ass weed. But that stuff is everywhere. I never had it before. I'm going to put plastic out and kill it off. I mean, I know it's a wild edible, but I don't want it here. And we got really dry here. And I planted a row of potatoes in there amongst the weeds. Oh, I think that's a potato right there. And one grew. But it got really dry. But I just take my weed whacker and chop this down. I kind of left it. I have a damn woodchuck, and he's actually eating this weed here, and he's leaving the broccoli and stuff alone. Usually they go right after it if you get one. It's hard living right here to shoot the little bastards, or little things, because they're all over the place. And you got a school there, you got neighbors here, neighbors there. She has a beautiful garden, Lori. Lori puts a lot into it. Anyway, that's our garden for this year. We never got that done there. We're going to mat that. I know I made the mistake and I rototilled in there with that purslane, and that seemed to really spread it. It is some kind of a wild edible, but I don't want it there. I'm probably going to have to do something here because those weeds are going to go to seed. Maybe tomorrow night I'll get out here with a weed whacker, cut them down. Thanks for watching.